Salute, salute, salute. Bow. Blessings. What's happening? Nocturnal thoughts with a real quick video. Then I'm gonna get out the way. I was listening to Punch Drunk Boxing earlier today, and he said that Teofimo Lopez is getting underneath the skin of Terrence Bud Crawford, getting in his head, making him be out of character. He said that Teofimo Lopez is bringing the bud out of Terrence Crawford. And we all know that they call Terrence Bud Crawford because his mom named him Bud because he was always like a dog. And that's like a dog's name, you know. So what he's saying, Punch Drunk is saying, is that Teofimo Lopez is bringing the dog out of Terrence Crawford. And I say to that, if anything, Teofimo Lopez is like a flea, a net. He's irritating a dog. You know, remember old Snoop Dogg quotes? You's a flea and I'm a big dog. I scratch you off my balls with my motherfucking paws. I mean, he's a flea and he's annoying Bud. And he's just flicking them away with little tweets, flicking them off his ball sack with little tweets. I don't think nothing of what Teofimo Lopez is doing on the Twitter back and forth with Terrence Bud Crawford, to me, it's just pointless. It's once again white noise in boxing. You know, I don't really look at Terrence Bud Crawford chasing after Saul Canelo Alvarez as all that tough either. Real gladiator shit, I would say. And even though I give it this, Terrence Bud Crawford, he beat Errol Spence. He could sail off into retirement. Cool beans. If he chooses to stay and fight, cool beans. If he pursues Canelo Alvarez, cool beans. But in my opinion, if he really want to be the man, to say pound for pound greatness, and you still gonna fight the man that Canelo is afraid of. Because to be the man, you got to beat the man. And Saul Canelo Alvarez really is not the man. He's obviously afraid to fight David Benavidez. Now, what would be crazy is if Terrence Bud Crawford went and challenged and beat David Benavidez. That's fantasy. I don't see it happening. I don't want that to happen. I don't need that to happen. Terrence Bud Crawford has done enough. Canelo has done enough. Teofimo Lopez ain't done enough. And I'm not going to tear down his resume. I'm not going to analyze his resume. I like the fact that he beat Lomachenko. Great. I see your flaw when you lost to George Kambosos. I see your flaw in other performances. They say you fight when you rise to the occasion when you fight in tougher fights, like the Josh Taylor fight was an unexpected victory. I give you your credit for beating Josh Taylor. And I'm not going to break down every little thought when it comes to the Loma fight, because you can start taking away from that. I'm not going to start breaking down every little thought when it comes to the Josh Taylor fight, because you can really start to diminish that and take away from that. I'm just going to say those was two great victories and salute to you. Now go find your next opponent that's going to be a challenge. You got great reflexes. You with Eddie Reynoso, maybe he'll make you a better fighter, but you're not a complete fighter. And if you get into the ring with a complete fighter, your flaws usually are exposed. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Tank Davis fighting against this dude, Lamont Roach. Salute it. Salute to Lamont Roach. Salute to Houston, Texas. Salute to Gervonta Tank Davis for, putting together a spectacular performance. I think it's going to be a fireworks and barn burner, and it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be a good fight. Is it the fight that we want to see? Because I'm hearing a lot of people tear down the Lamont Roach fight. I can't really think of who I would want to see him fight at this current point in time, to be honest with you. Besides Shakur Stevenson, I don't really see a opponent that's like a yin to the yang of Gervonta Tank Davis. at this current time. Maybe a rematch with Ryan Garcia, but that ain't gonna happen right now. A fight Shakur Stevenson, that ain't gonna happen right now. A fight with Devin Haney, that ain't gonna happen right now. A fight with Valenzuela, that ain't gonna happen right now. A fight with Lomachenko, that ain't gonna happen right now. Right now, we're getting a decent fight, so it is what it is. I'm gonna salute it. What I think about Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia, I'm not gonna lie, I wrestled with that thought of that. Listened to everybody's opinion on that. Went back and forth on that, and I can't condemn. I can't condone. To each is his own. I don't think it's the route that I would have took if I was in his team. The optics of it, you know what I'm saying? I think it has the potential to really destroy his legacy in a major way. I think it could really flaw and just tear down his resume, tear down his career, tear down his brand, tear down the name, the Haney name. I just think it has too many damaging effects when you look at it. But we going over there. Don't come over here bothering me, man. So we just have to see how it plays out. I would like to see them rematch, honestly, but it is what it is. I'm on the fence. I'm not gonna lie. I can't say I'm one way or another way when it comes to it because that's their business. You know, I can tell you that it looks weak. You okay? It looks weak, but looks can be deceiving. And think, no, go over there. Don't come over here bothering me. It is what it is. I'll let it play out and see how it plays out. It's like the Menendez brothers in court. Like, it's years and years, 30 years later, and you seeing a whole different side of the Menendez brothers that didn't get played out back then. So it's like, it's just too early for me to say how I feel about it. I tell you what I feel about what it looks like. As far as it looking weak, I think that it looks weak. Is it weak? Time will tell. In my opinion, just got to be patient with this one, see how it folds out. A rematch between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. That's interesting. That's interesting because AJ hurt Daniel Dubois right before he got knocked out. Daniel Dubois might get a big head. He might get overconfident, like Ryan Garcia might get overconfident and lose in a rematch with Devin Haney. Daniel Dubois might get overconfident. I don't see that happening. Something tells me that he would beat Anthony Joshua in the rematch because Anthony Joshua, to me, he don't do that great in rematches. He did revenge his fight against Andy Ruiz, but like I said way back then, he should have went for the knockout. You outboxed him easy. He was out of shape, pumping your jab. You was in your Muhammad Ali phase, but you should have knocked him out. I think psychologically, if he would have knocked out Andy Ruiz, even in the third fight, if they would have had 3 fights, he would have knocked him out by the third fight. I think AJ really would have been way more secure psychologically. I think him outboxing Andy Ruiz is what led to him getting outboxed twice by Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? So I think that in a fight against Daniel Dubois, when you really then got knocked out and outboxed, I think Anthony Joshua, he might want to roll the dice again. I think if he does roll the dice, he probably gonna crap out, but it is what it is. I think he still went out on his shield, and he showed me some grit and some heart in that fight that I respect. So he goes into that fight again, into a war like that, knowing that potentially he can get knocked out again in dramatic fashion in 5 rounds. Then I just give him a salute, and if that's the way he goes up on that hill and dies on that hill, then so be it. Daniel Dubois takes the torch from that point on. Hopefully he would get a rematch with Alexander Usyk because that was a controversial victory that Usyk got over him with that little low blow situation. Those are my thoughts. Don't want to stretch this video out too long. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Nocturnal Thoughts. Salute, salute, salute. Everybody on YouTube right now sound real crazy. Punch Drunk Boxing sound real crazy right now. If you want to listen to somebody that's talking sense, 903 Boxing is talking sense. Ring IQ is talking sense. and shit. Damn near right at this point in time. That's damn who the only two or three people I can listen to. Knockout Boxing 86. He talking some sense right now. Everybody else is talking crazy when it comes to the topics that I talked about, especially the Devin Haney topic and the Teofimo Lopez topic. Punch Drunk is really talking crazy when it comes to this Teofimo Lopez. That really is making me just, is mind boggling how he can spin what he's trying to spin when it comes to Teofimo Lopez calling out Terrence Bud Crawford. It is absolutely, it's hilarious. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. It's Nocturnal Thoughts signing out. Salute. Bow.